So last night, President Obama told NBC News that he should have explained that memorable promise just a little bit better and more effectively. Here's what he said.
I regret very much that we intended to do, which is to make sure that everybody is moving into better plans because they want them as opposed to because they're forced into it, we weren't as clear as we needed to be. I am sorry that they are finding themselves in this situation based on assurances they got from me.
So there it is for now, and what about it? Jonah Goldberg, editor-at-large, National Review Online. Jonah, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Did he go far enough?
I don't think so. That sounded like the most passive-aggressive apology that we've heard from a president in a while. It didn't sound particularly heartfelt. It was awfully academic, and my guess is we'll hear better ones to come.
So you say it was too cute, using a passive voice. Explain what you mean by that, Jonah.
Yeah, look, I mean, for example, he says we could have been more clear. Well, that implies that they were clear about something and that they were honest about something, just not clear enough about it, when in reality they were clearly dishonest. They said something over and over again very clearly with no asterisks that wasn't true, and he can't admit that, and this whole statement doesn't jibe with the rest of his messaging stuff about how it's the Republican saboteurs or it's the insurance companies or these aren't the droids you're looking for, and I just don't know that this is going to work to sort of clear the air, and in fact I think what they're trying to do is buy time.
By time because? What comes next?
Well, we don't know what Catherine Sebelius is about to say. Maybe she said that she designed this website in a drunken stupor, but sort of like the Toronto mayor. But regardless, it sounds like they're laying the groundwork for a website that's not going to work by November 30th, and they're trying to give some room for the Democrats that he met with this week. And some flexibility, and that means a little contrition from the White House.
So what is your sense then of getting the kinks worked out? I mean, 22 days, right? And as far as we know, that is still the deadline.
Yeah, when you talk to IT people, they say you need to get the discovered new problem versus fixed old problem rate down below 1 for 1, right? If you could discover a new problem every time you fix a problem, you're never going to finish. And when you hear the HHS people talk about this, it really sounds like every time they fix a problem, they get at least one more to deal with. I don't think they're going to make it by November 30.
If you just come back to the interview with Chuck Todd from yesterday,
sure.
On Monday of this week, right? I mean, the president said what we said was you could keep it if it hasn't changed since the law has been passed. He also said on Monday if the insurance company changes it, that what we're saying is that you've got to change it to a higher standard. And then he said notices can be scary for people, millions of people already, but added that they were getting a very bad deal.
Yeah, look, I mean, that's the problem he has here. He talks in this passive voice where he says, I'm sorry for people who found themselves in a situation. Well, they didn't find themselves in a situation. President Obama put them in a situation. Right. I mean, they didn't jump. They were pushed. And that is the problem that he has, and he's trying to have it both ways, where he's trying to say it's all these other people's fault, but I'm sort of sorry for the things that I did. And I don't think if you got one of those letters, you're going to find his apology all that satisfactory. Well,
I tell you, there's going to be another interview, and we'll see what questions come out then and how the answers change or do not. Thank you, Jonah. Jonah Goldberg in Washington.
Always good to be here.
All
Thanks.
right, Martha.
Well, this is clearly